Hello, everyone. Well, today I have a Singer. Let's see if we can read that really close together here. And it says, I don't know if it focuses it. Okay, it's 431-G. Means it was made in Germany. Okay. It's a nice Singer. The lady was having a problem. It wouldn't sew at all. I opened up the entire sewing machine, found that there was I don't know if you guys can see it, a little needle point was stuck in the metal gear, and it was causing it to skip. And when it skips, it won't sew correctly. And then I found all this gunk around the other part of the gear. Let's see. And there's some little bit of thread I pulled out at the bottom that was still stuck in there. So all kinds of things could cause it to not actually sew correctly. I can't speak today. And her thread's a little on the old side, so when I pulled it, it broke too easily. So if it breaks too easily, I would just use it for hand sewing. I wouldn't use it on a sewing machine, especially like this. This one has an extended table, which folds up so you can store it better. Let's see. This one's a top feed. It feeds from the top. Yeah, it's called top feed. It feeds from the top. Most of the time these older machines like the metal bobbins better, but she did buy some of these little plastic ones. I don't really care for them too much. They knock around too much. I put on some better thread. I have a whole bunch of old thread, but it's been Ziploc bagged. If you have any old ones that's on wooden spools, you got to keep them in Ziploc bags to keep them from rotting so easily. This one has in a compartment, if I can get it open. I never can get these darn things open. Oh, there we go. It has all kinds of really good goodies in there. She has all kinds of yummy goodies in here. There's, I guess, some oil. Let's see how old that oil is. It's starting to turn yellow. When it starts turning yellow, don't use it. I guess this lid's coming off. There we go. I would advise people if it's clear, it's fine. If it's yellow, that's kind of taking a chance. How to turn the machine on. Technically the machine is on, but I like to turn the light on. That tells me that it's really on, and I don't forget that I have to unplug it because you don't want these things to get zapped. I have it set up on here around, because the base stitch is way down here, and I set it up about 4 right here. This is how you do your reverse. A lot of people don't know how to do reverse on these machines. And then it comes down here. This is an adjuster, so you can adjust it to keep it at smaller stitches or, bigger stitches. This is, I think, is your width, and then you need to move all these little dial things to do different stitches. I right now have it set up for straight. I don't know how to do all that unless I have her book, and I don't have her book. This here is your presser foot presser. So right now cotton should be set about here, okay? If you want to use lighter material, you want to bring it up higher. And if you want it in like doing denim and stuff, you want it way down low. So right now it's set up for cotton. Let's see how to thread this one. If you're doing a bobbin, I would do it like put a thread here, and then you hook it around. Well, this doesn't have a hook around. I think you hook it down through here, and then around this little guy, and then in here, and then you click it over to get it to do it. And I think you unhook. No, you don't have to unhook this one. Okay. The ones I've seen looks just like this one machine, but it's not from G for Germany. It's for someplace else, and it has a thing here that hooks to that. So it's a little different. Anyway, let's see. So whenever you thread this machine, you go up here. You have to thread it through this little hook up here, down into this little hook up in this area. And then you want to come up around, make sure your foot is in highest position, like this. It opens up the chambers. See the chambers? When it's down, the chambers are closed and you can't move it. See it? That means the thread won't go in. So you want to make sure the foot is up. So it opens the chambers. So when you go in here and you hook it around this little edge and around, you pull all the way up and then back, and it gets stuck into this little lever here that helps to guide it through this. If it's not in there, it'll jump and make all kinds of problems, and you don't want that to happen. She had reset her tension, so all I did is adjust it. It didn't need to be reset because she resetted it, so I don't have to do it. And then you're going to pull up through here and up here to the uptake. I guess you could hook it to this thing, but I didn't do it. You don't have to, but you can. It's just a guider that helps keeps it in this guide which this guide has a hook on it, so it shouldn't go anywhere. Then you put it in this hook, and you're supposed to put it in this little hook here. I didn't do that. I just let it pull down because this already got a hook. Why it has 2 hooks here, I don't know. And then you thread it in there, okay? And then you want to put your foot down, so now they're locked into there. And I'm trying to think of anything else I need to tell you about this machine. All I know is the presser foot's different too. A lot of these old machines usually have the easy, it's called the easy presser foot. Well, this one's actually done with a special shoe one. You put your shoe on it, and you put your heel back here, and you push down with your toes. Or you won't have to have shoes on. You can actually use your bare feet. Put your foot here, and you gently push on it, okay? A lot of people didn't know what this was. And this is supposed to be for the heel of your shoe. And women had small feet, so they fit perfectly here. Well, now my feet are so huge, there's no way that my foot would fit on this. So what I do is I just use my foot on this side, just do it on the side, and then I just tap it because my toes would be way over here, not, because I got big feet. But that's just one way of, looking at the presser foot. A lot of people ask me all the time about the presser foot. And I told them, well, I'll try to remember to, show that off if I remember. Anyway, let's see how this one runs. It's running really well because she said it was gapping and skipping or even not even sewing at all. But I got sewing really well. And then the reverse, so you go back here and you hit reverse and you pull backwards, and then this will go backwards. And then it'll go back to forward again, and you push it back down. And then you pick up, turn it around, and then you can see the stitching. It's doing really well on both sides and everything. She's supposed to be this morning to pick it up. And I couldn't remember if I did her machine on my YouTube channel or not. And she said, well, yesterday is when I had it finished. She said that, go ahead and do whatever I want. She said it will be probably tomorrow morning sometime to come get her machine. I guess she lives kind of far away. But she said, I'm not a tech. I'm a miracle worker. I said, sure. I'm not a tech. Tell you right now, I'm not a tech. I am a sewing machine mechanic. Techs are a little bit more expensive. One lady says that she goes this tech for her machine, and she pays $200 an hour. I thought, wow. And she said last one took them 2 hours, cost her $400. She says it's worth it because it's computerized, and it's always something wrong with the computer. Well, I can't help her with the computer because I'm not a computerized person. I am more of a, the people that, do the parts that, like I can adjust these. I can't adjust a lot of parts because if they're touching some kind of computer part, I can't touch them. So, anyway, I just mostly, I talked to a tech and asked them about how can I work on this machine, and they told me no, you can't. That actually set up on the computer. This one you can, that one you can't. You never know, so it's always best to check with me first. I'll do the legwork you don't have to do, and most of the time I can work on them. So now when we get ready to go on a bye-bye trip, I always tell people put your needle down. And I got to get my labels and stick a label here. I guess I never put a label on hers. And I don't know if it needs it cleaned up. It looks like a scratch. I can't clean a scratch. I mean, you can get some new paint and put some paint on it. But I don't know. I think this is called taupe. I don't have this kind of paint. Anyway, her machine's ready for pickup. And she come get it. I just want to do a quick video for her. Oh, man. I know this goes somewhere. Oh, there it goes. And so now she can come get it. And I wanted to make sure she could, show her machine a little bit. I'm in my workroom, not in the dining room, but my husband says, the house is still a mess. I said, well, you can't make everything perfect. I try, and it's really hard. I really like being out in the garden. This is the time of year it's fun. In the wintertime, it's not so fun. It's more like, hopefully their water doesn't freeze. Hopefully I keep it warm so that it won't freeze. And it's a lot of work in the wintertime trying to make sure everything's right, but it doesn't have to be so much work, but a little bit. And but I got my fabric over there, and my mannequin lost her hand, which I got to go find it. I guess my husband found it, and he goes, well, when are you going to fix her? And I was, well, we call her Anakin because she's a little girl and we call her Anakin. Anyway, I do have a lot of like pictures that I sell for $5 a piece. I had some over that way too. Those ones are a little bit cheaper. The bigger ones are $5. The little ones are $2.50 each. My industrial sewing machine's over here next to me, so I kind of keep my quilting and my other stuff over here. My sewing room right now is housing chickens. um, and I got to get in there to clean it. Those little tiny baby feathers are popping out, and it's getting dusty all over my room. I have to move them soon. I got to get their housing done. I'm almost finished. I was just working on it like a couple days ago, and I quit, and then I need to get back in there and work some more. I'm trying to figure out the weirdest thing. I went out there, and I found a toad in the little chicken thing. So the little chickens are digging underneath everything. So I'm going to have to rehook up wiring so they can't do that, because if they do that, snakes can get in. They are so stupid. But right now I've been working on the little chicken ones, and I'll go back to the Bandy house and work on their connections. Right now I ran out of most of my material. I'm going to have to go get some more. It's been really hectic out there. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to do a quick interview of this Singer sewing machine. And, if you ever want to buy one like this is a good sewing machine. Just make sure you get the manual or you'll not know how to run this part. This part is more like a guessing game, but it does all kinds of stitches and stuff. I think, if I remember, yeah, there is a guider on this one where you have to put cams in it. And it does more stitches. I know if you don't have the cams, it only does 4 stitches. But if you have the cams, like this lady does, she can do all those stitches and tells you how to set it up and all kinds of cool stuff. But I remember that's where your cams go. There we go. Make sure it stays. So that's one really good thing about, the ones with the cams can do almost anything. I have one I got at a yard sale, not like this one, but it's a dressmaker. And it has cams. That's a big container. I got to do an interview on that one. You guys would just freak out. For $10 at a yard sale. And the lady said she couldn't get it to run. And all it was is they have never cleaned it. And it's been in that family for, I don't know, about 60 years. Maybe longer than that. And when I opened it, I could not believe how bad it was. It's like, well, no, I wonder why it wasn't running. Anyway, I love working on manual sewing machines. They're my favorite of all. In computerized, I have to be careful because I only can do a certain amount of things I can do on them because I'm not a tech, and I could become a tech. Everybody says, why don't you become a tech? Yeah, but the schooling alone, the first year, you're paying over $4,000, and I don't make enough to even go to school for it. So, and then if I get loans, that means I'm going to have to charge everybody like $200-300 an hour. I don't want to do that just to pay off my loan. I'd rather stay affordable. That's why I am. So I'm Jacqueline's Affordable Sewing Machine Care. And I need to change the name to that because I know Google closed me because I kept using affordable. Why can't you? I mean, everybody uses affordable cars, affordable. I mean, you can't kill someone and take your name off of there because it says affordable. You cannot, do that. But for some reason, they closed my business online. I had to make a new one. So now it's Jacqueline's Sewing Machine Care, even though it's really affordable. So nobody can be as affordable as me. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Talk to you guys later. And I hope you enjoy this video. Follow me. Even if you go to the playlist and follow just a playlist, you can do that. A lot of people say you have to do every single list. Well, some lists don't get really updated very often, and some lists get updated all the time. I think the garden ones get dated up all the time. The sewing one, it's only if I don't have that sewing machine on my interview. So you can go to the interview and one pops up in like once in a while. Sometimes I'll have like 3 or 4 come in the same week, and then I put the videos on if I get them up and running. If I can't get them up and running, then I do the legwork and help you go and figure out how to get it fixed. Or, like the last one was a Singer and I could not get it fixed. And I used the glue like the tech told me to. He says, unless something's broken in the connection, that won't work. So when I got it all glued and I tried to put the connection in, it wouldn't work. So it's broken in the connection and they don't make the part. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.